Hey guys, just wanted to record a short video today touching on the use of Performance Max for SaaS brands with their Google ad campaigns. After some recent audits, I've been seeing the use of Performance Max cropping up more and more often, and I think usually this is a bit of a detriment to just the ROI that you can get from Google Ads, and why Performance Max usually it doesn't drive as good a quality as lead as Google Search, for instance. And yeah, I just put together a short deck here, just detailing why I think Google Search is more often than not a better campaign type than Performance Max, especially for SaaS brands. But yeah, let's jump right into it. But starting off with who am I? My name is Paul Roonii. I'm the co-founder of Roonii. We're a ads agency serving SaaS brands exclusively. The agency was founded 5 years ago, but I've personally been managing ads for over 7 years now. Before Roonii, I was managing ads for clients such as Nissan Ireland, Guinness Storehouse, and UNICEF Ireland. But jumping into the topic of today's video, the difference between Performance Max and search campaigns. Performance Max uses search teams while Google search campaigns use search keywords. And the difference is search teams are very close to broad match keywords, while with search campaigns, you've got the choice of using broad match, phrase match, and exact match. And just over the years of auditing accounts, we've rarely seen broad match work for SaaS companies. It's just Google isn't quite able to hit that point of specificity that's needed to actually target down your ICP unless an account is spending maybe close to $100,000 per month or more, because there's such a pool of quality data coming in that Google just knows the type of ICP you're going for. But if you're spending less than $100,000 per month, we've rarely seen broad match work. And because search teams and broad match keywords are so closely tied, we see search keywords using mainly exact match have the best ROI for your actual advertising budget, and yeah, deliver the highest quality leads. So more often than not, we're going to recommend search keywords because we can use exact match. More often than not, we're going to recommend search campaigns for any of our SaaS clients because we can use exact match keywords. And this is just going to be the most targeted and most likely to actually hit your ICP and I suppose spend the budget on the keywords you actually want to spend money behind. While with Performance Max search teams, it can start to go off on its own and spend your budget on terms that aren't totally related and don't really hit your ICP. I also just want to mention, if you're not 100% happy with your SaaS ad campaign performance, you can book a 15-minute call using the Calendly link in the description below, as well as in the Gamma deck. This is just purely if you're running into some roadblocks or you think more can be gotten from your advertising budget, and worst comes to worst, you'll walk away from the call with some free insights. But back into the video. Moving on then to limited control over ad network spend. This is a huge issue because Performance Max will push your budget towards Google Search, Google Display, and YouTube ads, and you actually don't have a whole lot of control over the allocation of this. While if you just choose to run separate search campaigns, separate Google Display campaigns, separate YouTube campaigns, you have much more control and autonomy over budget allocation. And we want more budget going to search, we want more budget going to YouTube remarketing, for example. But with Performance Max, you really actually have no control, and Google pretty much has full control of the wheel, and it can spend budget behind, it can spend more budget behind Google Display, for instance, and that usually drives a lot of impressions and clicks, but usually the quality of the traffic is very poor. You'll often find a high bounce rate, low session duration, compared to Google Search, where you really want the bulk of your ad spend going towards. Just to show you, here is our ideal budget split for our own SaaS clients. So 80% going towards search keywords, high intent search keywords, and 20% of your budget going towards display and YouTube remarketing. So just anyone maybe who visit the site, visit a couple pages, or visit the demo booking page but didn't actually end up booking a demo. So we just want to make sure with display and YouTube remarketing, we're following up with users and not letting them just fall off. And then moving on to the biggest issue with Performance Max, this is tied to poor lead quality. Often what you'll find when auditing accounts, or if you've run your own Performance Max campaigns, is that it's designed for volume and not designed for quality. So initially you might see a whole lot of leads coming through, demo bookings, trial signups, but more often than not, your sales team is going to feed back to you that the quality is actually quite poor and these guys are just tire kickers, and you're kind of left scrambling because you're seeing a high volume of leads coming through, especially first action, but it's not really dripping down into MQLs, SQLs, and actually closed deals. Performance Max is best utilized for very upper funnel actions, maybe like chatbot conversations or calling the businesses. But if you're actually trying to optimize towards demo bookings or SQLs, it just doesn't compare against Google search campaigns. So it's actually going to be a much better quality of lead coming from search because, yeah, you're choosing the right keywords, you're using exact match, and you know the type of customer that's coming to your site, versus Performance Max, which is a lot more volume heavy, but the quality really is not there. Just to close the loop on this video, guys, the appeal of Performance Max, especially for maybe junior paid media managers, is that you upload your headlines, your descriptions, your imagery, your video, and then Google takes the wheel. And maybe in the first few days or the first few weeks, you'll see a volume of leads coming through. But just to kind of go a step further, more often than not, your sales team will be reporting back that the quality of lead is quite poor, and then this is just causing frustration between the marketing team and the sales team. The control that you get with specific search campaigns, display campaigns, YouTube campaigns, it far exceeds anything than you get with Performance Max. And I think the biggest win is using exact match keywords with search campaigns. Again, with SaaS brands, you're going after a very specific ICP, and more often than not, Performance Max just can't hit the mark the same way that exact match search campaigns can. And that's kind of why for any of our SaaS clients, we always lean into search campaigns as opposed to using Performance Max. But I'll leave a link to the Gamma doc in the description below. And yeah, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch the video.